go home again. He began his NFL career as the Texans' #1 overall pick in 2014, and now, as a free agent, says this about a return to Houston. Quote, "It would be nice. All my family is here. Friends here." He went on to say, "You never know what will happen. You never know what's in front of you." Clowney spent his first 5 years in the NFL as a Texan and went to 3 Pro Bowls before Houston traded him to Seattle before the 2019 season. Meantime, New York Jets offensive tackle Mekhi Becton says he's looking forward to training camp. Becton was the 11th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft by the Jets, but after starting 13 games his rookie season, knee injuries have limited him to just 1 game the last 2 years. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Come shop Memorial Day deals now at Lowe's. Refresh your home for the summer for less. When you buy one, get one 50% off on select interior and exterior paints and exterior stains via Lowe's gift card rebate. And get ready for fun gatherings by saving over $100 on the Style Selections Pelham Bay 5-piece dining set. Now just $345. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 5/31. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowes.com/rebates for details.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Throughout the year, we have contests on Kxo AM 1230. This allows you the opportunity to have some great fun and a chance to win some nice prizes. In order to allow as many people as possible a chance to win, we've established a few ground rules for on-air contests. Number 1, you must be 18 years of age or older to win. Number 2, only one winner per family per contest in any 4-week period. And number 3, copies of any of the rules and conditions for specific contests will be available at the KXO studios. It's just that simple. So good luck. Have fun and keep listening to KXO AM 1230.
And it is 7:31 on this Monday morning. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, George.
How are you, sir?
Hey, for a Monday, I couldn't complain.
Did you have a fine weekend?
Had a, had a good weekend.
Yeah, well, we made it to Monday, so it had to be good, right?
Yeah. Did you have a good one?
I had just a regular one.
Just a regular one.
Just like nothing special.
You didn't skip or anything like that, something really exciting.
No. If I skipped, I would trip.
George would skip and trip.
And nobody around to pick me up.
Yeah.
Have to get a crane.
Yeah.
Anyway, how did you do? Did you do anything special?
Well, no, not really. I was going to go outside more than I did, and that kind of got changed. And so, didn't do a lot.
Stayed in.
Honestly, to answer your question.
Stayed in and watched TV? I know you're not a big TV watcher.
Watched sports. I watched, which was a sad state of affairs. One more loss, and the Lakers will be history.
Yeah.
For another year or so.
And Miami's pretty hot in there in the Eastern.
Yeah. They
won again, but they don't just win. They win big time.
Big time, yeah. Big scores.
So it's and they are confident. We'll have it in the sports, but they're confident that they're going to win Game 4 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I guess you have to be like that.
Yeah.
So the losers can't be too depressed.
Well, you got to be that way. So we'll hear that story coming up.
It is. That's coming up. Well, that's just a quick mention. Probably not needed now because we already mentioned it. But they did. They won, and they've got one more game to go, and they've got it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got some birthdays to get to. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for birthdays. Sure.
Birthdays. It's some people you might actually know. You're a musician. That today is May 22nd. For those who didn't know, pianist Peter Nero. You ever heard of him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Peter is still out there.
Is he really?
I don't know if he's still playing, but he's still out there. He's 89.
I was going to say he must be 90 years old.
Yeah, so he's not running any marathons, but he's still going. Actor and director Richard Benjamin. He was he had some good TV shows, I guess, successful TV shows in the 60s and 70s. He's 85 today. Frank Converse. He is 85 today. I don't know if he had anything to do with the tennis shoes or not, but he's
maybe
85.
so.
I wore the Converses when I was a kid. Anyway, Barbara Parkins, I've heard of her. She was one of my crushes. She was in Peyton Place, Valley of the Dolls, and a bunch of other stuff. She's 81 now.
Did you wear high tops or low tops?
I wore the high tops.
Okay.
But I didn't play any basketball. So.
Okay, well, that's basketball talk for y'all out there. If you don't know that you got either a high top version or a low top.
Yeah, the high top, though, they're I don't know about the canvas Converses, but they were supposed to help your ankles.
Mm-hmm.
And so I use those for baseball.
Ah, okay.
And
well,
baseball
they
cleats.
did. They really were good for what they said they were made for.
Never played any basketball, though. I did a couple of times, and I was horrible, so I didn't do it again. Songwriter, Bernie Taupin.
Okay.
You've heard of him, haven't you?
Yeah, he's a lyricist.
Of all of Elton John's songs.
Yeah.
Everything Elton John has sung, Bernie Taupin has written it. He's 73. Actor Al Corley of Dynasty is 68. Singer Morrissey is 64. I've never been a big fan of Morrissey. Actor Ann Cusack, she was in the Jeff Foxworthy show and A League of Their Own. She is 62. Johnny Gill, country singer, he's 57. I thought he was older than that.
I did too.
Model Naomi Campbell is 53. Still throwing phones at people, I think. Anna Belknap. She's in CSI New York. She's 51. Sean Gunn of Guardians of the Galaxy and the Gilmore Girls. That's quite a combination. He's 49 today. It doesn't say which Guardians. There's like 3 of them, but so I don't know if he's in the latest one or not. But he's in one of them. Anyway, we got local people. You want ready for the local birthdays?
Let's bring them on.
We'll do them in just a minute.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight, and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Audrey Wendell, Priscilla Silva, Erica Antunes, Jared Daniel Mendoza, Socrates Gonzalez, Alexa Revelo, Berta Sanchez, Dolores Ulloa, Candy Rojo, David Heras, Viana Lander. We have Cheska Robertson, Fernando Lopez, Kaylee Rosales, Krista Neves. We have Michelle Spoon, Esperanza Pesqueda, Isabella Wilson, Jacinga Kumasi, and Javier Martinez. Happy birthday to each and every one. And that one birthday that we mentioned in there, Gene, Dolores Ulloa.
Uh-huh.
It's a milestone for that young lady. She's 80 years old today.
All right. Congratulations.
Congratulations to her and everybody else.
Yeah, to everybody. That's true.
Are you ready to jump into the news?
We've got news to jump into, so we better get up and go.
We got some world and California news headlines right now. It's brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
The government default resumes shortly. CBS's Christian Benavidez.
President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are scheduled to hold talks Monday afternoon over raising the debt ceiling after White House and GOP negotiators were unable to reach a deal over the weekend.
Facebook's parent company has been hit with a record $1.3 billion fine. CBS's Vicki Barker. European privacy regulators claim Meta, 4 years, illegally stored data about its European users on its servers in the U.S., where the regulators claimed they could potentially be accessed by U.S. spy agencies. The former criminology grad student suspected of stabbing 4 University of Idaho students to death has a court appearance today. CBS's Danya Backus.
Brian Koberger will be back in an Idaho courtroom to be arraigned for the stabbing deaths of University of Idaho students Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonzalez.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Lock Air Conditioning announces that the month of May is Mitsubishi Mini Split Month. That means you can get up to $1,000 off the price of a newly installed single-zone Mitsubishi ductless mini split air conditioning system. Lock Air Conditioning is the Imperial Valley's only Mitsubishi certified diamond contractor. A Mitsubishi ductless mini split system installed by Lock Air Conditioning is the perfect solution to add cooling and heating comfort to your extra bedroom, a home office, garage, or a guest house. Lock Air Conditioning also offers easy approved financing, including no interest for 12 months on approved credit. So now is the time to purchase your Mitsubishi ductless mini split system and save up to $1,000 to stay cool through the hot summer months. And Lock is the only Mitsubishi diamond contractor in Imperial Valley to offer you 12-year parts and 12-year compressor warranty. Call now. This offer ends May 30th. Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock Air Conditioning, family owned and operated since 1977. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. House Speaker and California Representative Kevin McCarthy due to meet with President Biden at the White House today about the debt ceiling. Negotiations up and down while the president attended the G7 summit in Japan. McCarthy talking Sunday about where things stand.
There's no agreement on anything. We've all said our piece about where we are, and we're trying to find common ground to get this done.
Less than 2 weeks now until a failure to raise the debt ceiling could lead to what many say would be an economic catastrophe. The head of one of Hollywood's biggest studios booed Sunday as he delivered the commencement address at Boston University.
The honor to present David Zasloff for Boston University's honorary degree.
Scores of students wearing graduation gowns stood up during Zasloff's speech and turned their backs on him. Others booed and shouted in support of striking writers. Zasloff heads up Warner Brothers Discovery. CHP confirming 3 fatalities after a multi-vehicle collision on Highway 101 in Sunnyvale earlier this morning. Several vehicles overturned. Jeff Scott, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is time for page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. With page 1 of the local news, here is Gene Brister.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, a break-in at a restaurant in El Centro over the weekend. George Gale filed this story.
Police are investigating the burglary at the El Centro restaurant. The break-in was reported at about 11:15 a.m. Saturday. The report indicates that 3 individuals entered the restaurant sometime between 2 and 3 a.m. Saturday. Video surveillance shows that the 3 apparently arrived at the eatery in a Tesla. The break-in netted the burglars an estimated $3,000 in cash and other items. Police investigators are reviewing the surveillance video. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District Board is to meet today At 9 this morning, the IID board will hold a special discussion session. According to the agenda, they will discuss board self-monitoring. The board will take public comments before the discussion session begins. A special closed session meeting will begin at 10:30 this morning. According to the agenda, the board is set to discuss anticipated litigation dealing with one case in the water department. They will also discuss existing litigation. That will have concerns, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 465 versus the Imperial Irrigation District. If any action is taken, it will be announced at the end of the closed session. KXO News Time, 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Well, the latest jobless report is released. It is for the month of April. The unemployment report was released by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. According to the report, April, the unemployment was estimated at 14.1%. That is down from a revised 15.8% in March, and above the year-ago estimate of 11.8%. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate of 4.3% for California and 3.1% for the nation during the same period. The report indicates there were 9,700 eligible workers unemployed out of the workforce of 69,100 in Imperial County last month. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, a Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
To raise awareness for energy conservation this summer, your Imperial Irrigation District has created a new Conserve Alert notification. A Conserve Alert means it's time to take action to reduce energy use. Alerts may be issued during heat waves, when voluntary conservation can make a big difference. During an alert, set thermostats to 78 degrees or higher. Give major appliances a break and turn off unnecessary light. Together, we can maintain reliable electric service. For more information, please visit iid.com.
And it's Page 2 of the local news, served up this hour by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food specializing in sushi rolls. There are 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state in the union. With Page 2 of the local news, here's Gene.
And we continue with local news this morning. Residents are warned of heat stroke dangers. George Gale explains.
The Imperial County Public Health Department's Emergency Medical Services Agency issued the warning on the dangers of heat strokes. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, heat stroke is the #1 killer of children outside of car crashes. The California Highway Patrol and the El Centro Fire Department join efforts each year with the EMS agency to attempt to reduce these deaths by reminding parents and caregivers about the dangers of heat stroke and leaving children in hot cars. Robert Gonzalez, Public Information Officer with the El Centro Fire Department, says as outside temperatures rise, the risk of children dying from being left in hot cars also rises. What is most tragic is that the majority of the deaths could have been prevented. They offer 3 rules: never leave a child in a vehicle unattended, even if the engine is running and the air conditioner is on. Make it a habit to look in the back seat every time you exit the vehicle. Always lock the car and put the keys out of reach of the children. Children's body temperatures can rise 5 times faster than adults, making them more susceptible to heat stroke. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Public comments on community spending priorities for lithium extraction tax revenues available for review. The comments are available at lithiumvalley.imperialcounty.org. The County of Imperial announced that public comments received regarding community spending priorities for potential tax revenue from the extraction of rare minerals surrounding the development of Lithium Valley are now available for public review. The valuable feedback from the community members will play a critical role in shaping the allocation of funds generated by the lithium industry for the betterment of the community. The county sought the public comments as part of the transparency and community engagement. The comments were received during a 2-month time frame. And if you like to read, well, it's a summer reading program for children. Here's more on that story.
The program will be held every Friday from June 26th to July 21st. The hours are 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Registration for the program is open right now and will end June 16th. The theme this year is Find Your Voice. During the program, the children will be able to enjoy reading, making crafts, and using their imagination. Contact the Brawley Public Library for more information. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Camarina Memorial Library has a new program. It is a free snack program. Snacks will be served to kids 1 to 18 years of age. The snacks are being served Monday through Friday at the library. Program started this past Monday. It is part of the at-risk program. Contact the library for more information. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates Sushi Rolls, one for each of our 50 states. And come join them with their famous Sake Bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingan. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial. Or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
Here's George Gale with the weather update.
The high temperature yesterday, 100 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 70. National Weather Service says a dry and tranquil weather pattern will settle into the region through the week. Temperatures will hover slightly above seasonal normal for much of the week. However, readings will retreat closer to normal by the weekend. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 101. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 69. South wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 20 miles per hour at times. Sunny skies on Tuesday. Highs right near 101. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 70 degrees, 56% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is moderate in Calexico. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Local news, page 2, and the weather served up this hour by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. Dinner menu features 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we engineered the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150. Available with a Pro-Power onboard generator and a variety of cab configurations for whatever you need to haul. Because the truck of the future isn't created for just a few. It's for America. Ford F-150. Drive one today. Come in now for a huge selection of vehicles like the 2022 Ford F-150 for 0% limited term financing. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford Credit Limited Term Financing. Down payment may vary depending on credit. Not available on Ford F-150 Lightning, F-150 Tremor, and F-150 Raptor models. Place a new retail order or take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer's stock by 7/5/23. See dealer for residency restrictions, qualifications, and details.
All offers valid at your Imperial County Ford dealer.
And it is now time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Well, live golfers are sounding off after one of theirs, Brooks Koepka, won the PGA Championship in golf yesterday, Sunday. In the NBA playoffs, the East Finals, the Heat all over the Celtics, 128-102. The Miami team holds a 3-0 lead in that series. And Breanna Stewart scored a franchise record of 45 points to go along with 12 rebounds as New York beat Indiana in the WNBA 90-73 on Sunday in the Liberty's home debut. And in the National Hockey League playoffs, they went into overtime. The Golden Knights beat the Stars 3-2 in overtime. Golden Knights now lead that series 2-0. That, of course, the West Finals in hockey. We'll have more baseball scores coming up.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneers services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in Major League Baseball, it was the Angels over the Twins, 4-2. Padres shut out the Red Sox 7-0. That's been a while since the Padres won anything. Yankees beat the Reds 4-1. The Phillies beat the Cubs 2-1. It was the Nationals over the Tigers 6-4. Braves got by the Mariners 3-2. Diamondbacks over the Pirates 8-3. The Orioles and Blue Jays win 11 innings. Orioles won the game 8-3. The Brewers defeated the Rays 6-4. Mets beat the Guardians 5-4. White Sox over the Royals 5-2. Astros beat the Athletics, shut them out 2-0. Cardinals all over the Dodgers 10-5. Rangers beat the Rockies 13-3. Giants defeated the Marlins 7-5. And the Mets in the game 2 of their doubleheader beat the Guardians 2-1. And Daniil Medvedev, he beat Holger Rune to win the Italian Open. That's the Sports World Roundup, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs. From business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it is time for the financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks were broadly flat this morning as President Joe Biden and House Republican Speaker Kevin McCarthy prepared to meet to resume debt ceiling negotiations later in the day. Amid warnings, a disastrous default is less than 2 weeks away. S&P 500 edged up the flat line. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was flat. The NASDAQ Composite rose 0.15%. We'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 100 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 70. National Weather Service says a dry and tranquil weather pattern will settle into the region through the week. Temperatures will hover slightly above seasonal normal for much of the week. However, readings will retreat closer to normal by the weekend. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 101. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 69. South wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 20 miles per hour at times. Sunny skies on Tuesday. Highs right near 101. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 70 degrees at the county airport, 56% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is moderate in Calexico. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Your financial news and weather has been brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We mark every inch that our kids grow.
Whoa, look how tall you're getting.
And watch them outgrow, well, everything.
This shirt is way too small.
But there's something else that can grow that we don't see. It's what doctors call toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. There are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. President Biden will meet with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy this afternoon about the debt ceiling. White House correspondent Nancy Cordes.
After a tumultuous weekend of on-again, off-again talks, and negotiators did work all weekend long. But I have to tell you, the reports we have gotten about those meetings have not been encouraging. At one point, Republicans even insisted that the talks were going backwards.
Ads are rolling out this week for South Carolina Republican Senator Tim Scott, the latest entrant into the presidential race. CBS's Robert Costa.
Senator Tim Scott has been testing the presidential waters for weeks in the early primary states.
We have to start teaching the necessity of individual responsibility.
Now his campaign has bought nearly $6 million in ads to air in Iowa and New Hampshire as he returns as a candidate in the coming days.
The man charged with murdering 4 University of Idaho students appears in court shortly. Legal analyst Jessica Levinson expects a plea from 28-year-old Brian Koberger.
What we would expect is that during the arraignment, the charges will be read and he will enter a plea. We expect that that will be a not guilty plea.
Facebook's parent company Meta says it will appeal a record $1.3 billion fine from the European Union. CBS's Vicky Barker in London reports this is about transferring private data of European users to the U.S.
The previous record for breaking EU privacy rules was held by Amazon, $800 million over its advertising practices.